Good morning, students. Myself is Praminderjit Singh. I am working as a HOD in Automobile Department in Chandigarh Polytechnic College. Today we will discuss about the topic suspension system. Suspension system is the basic of the automobile. It is used in every automobile. Okay. What is the purpose of suspension system? Okay. Firstly, suspension system is a combination of the springs, shock absorbers, and linkages connected between the vehicle body and wheel, allowing the relative movement between them. Then suspension system will allow the vehicle to ride comfortable while traveling on rough roads, uneven surfaces, or maintain the traction at the time. Suspension system also helps to absorb the shock, road shocks by providing resistance to the vehicle bones and sway, sway during uh, weight transfer. It also resists the vehicle dive during braking and squat during acceleration. It also reduces the rolling effect caused due to centrifugal force. Then again, use of suspension system. The suspension system is also improve the vehicle stability by better vehicle weight distribution and enhance the traction at all the time, all conditions like sudden braking and acceleration, sudden acceleration, driving in bumps or uneven surfaces, high speed, cornering. It enhances the passenger comfortable by isolation and cabin from road shocks. It also protects the vehicle components and luggages from damage or wear due to rough roads. The suspension system is primarily made up of two parts, springs and shock absorbers or dampers. This is the function of shock absorbers or suspension system. Suspension system, the support the vehicle of the weight. It provides the smooth ride. It allows rapid cornering without extreme body roll. Keep tires in firm contact with the road. Prevent excessive body squat. It also prevent excessive body dive. Allow front wheel to turn side to side for steering. Right? Works with the steering system to keep the vehicle in correct alignment. It also works with the steering system. Then again, sprung and unsprung mass. Okay. The sprung mass is refers to the weight of the vehicle which is supported by the suspension system. For example, engine weight, gearbox, passenger, cargo, luggage, etc. And then unsprung mass refers to the weight which is not supported the suspension system but is directly taken up by the tire of the vehicle. For example, wheel, brakes, suspension system, etc. These are the basic parts of the suspension system. Firstly, we know as spring. The springs are used to absorb the energy of road shocks when the vehicle is drive on rough roads. Secondly, spring must compensate for irregularities in the road surface, maintain the suspension system at predetermined height and support added weight without excessive sagging. These are springs are primarily three types: coil spring, leaf spring, and torsion bar. Then again, coil spring is mostly common use type in springs in modern passenger cars. It is usually made of thick steel wires of spring steel the diameter of the length of the wire diameter determine the strength of the spring. Which is basically the its diameter and length of the wire is also very important factor for the coil spring. Increase the diameter will produce stiffer spring. If we increase the diameter of the wires of the spring, then we produce a stiffer spring. Increase the length of spring, we produce a flexible spring. Coil spring are so popular as they occupy less space and absorb even minor shocks, enhancing the ride comfortable. Leaf spring. Leaf spring is mostly used in heavy vehicles. The leaf spring is a part of suspension system. This is used in commercial and high load vehicle due to their compatibility of the acting as a spring and at the same time attaching the axle to the chassis directly. This is very useful because with the help of leaf spring we attach that directly to the chassis with the help of nut and bolts. Again, they are from the extreme uh, attached to the vehicle body and to the axle from the center. Leaf spring can be tuned for the different load bearing and ride control requirements by changing the number, width, thickness, and length of the spring. These are the design parameters. Torsion bar. Torsion bar is a long metal bar with the one end connected to the vehicle and another end connected to the wheel. It goes up and down as per the movement of the wheel relative to the vehicle body. As per construction, torsion bar are generally pre-loaded in clockwise or counterclockwise direction so to resist the bumps from the road surface. These are very popular as they very light and compact weight. Since the torsion bar tension is controlled by a threaded screw adjustment, torsion bar can be used to fine tune suspension height. In addition, torsion bar can be attached to either the upper and lower control arm and increase the versatile of design. Then again comes shock absorber. This is a mostly used in all automobiles to absorb the shocks. And after absorbing the energy of shocks, springs tend to oscillate. This will result in bouncy ride and instability of the vehicle. To counter this oscillation, shock absorber or dampers are used. Shock absorbers uh, slow down and reduce the magnitude of vibration by turning the kinetic energy of suspension system movement into heat energy that can be dissipated through hydraulic fluid, which is filled in the shock absorber. Okay. Damping is achieved by moving oil from one chamber to the or another chamber by small orifice. Shock absorber may be classified into two categories: monotube or twin tube. These are the main component of suspension system: control arm and steering knuckle. The control arm movable lever and that fasten the steering knuckle to vehicle body or frame. Steering knuckle, it provides the spindle bearing support for the wheel hub bearing and other assembly of wheel assembly and other steering assembly and also support to the lower control arm. Then again ball joints. We also use the ball joints in the suspension system. It helps to swivel or rotate of the steering system, and knuckle joints move up and down and side to side. Then springs. It also support the weight of the vehicle, permit to control arm and wheel movement up and down. Sway bar. It is also known as stabilizer bar. Sway bar is also known as stabilizer bar, which is directly mounted on frame of the vehicle. It used to keep the body from leaning excessive in sharp turns, fastened to the lower control arms uh, with the help of rubber bushing during cornering. Centrifugal force makes outside of body drop inside rails. This is resistance to twisting motion, limit body lean or corners. This is basically used to reduce the uh, s- stable of the vehicle. Then again, types of suspension system. Uh, these are there are two different types of suspension system. One is non-independent suspension system, and another is independent suspension system. A non-independent suspension system has both right and left wheel attached to the same solid axle. When one wheel hits the bump in the road, its upward movement causes a slightly tilt of the other wheel. Independent suspension system is also allows one wheel to move up and down with the minimum effect to the other side of wheel. Then suspension system. This is mostly used assembly, strut assembly in all automobiles. Uh, this is also known as McPherson strut assembly, which is used to reduce the shocks and absorb the shocks in the automobiles. It consists of shock absorber, a coil spring, and upper damper unit. It is uh, it is occupy less space in the automobile, so it is widely used in all automobiles. Then inspection of suspension system. Checking the shock absorber condition. Firstly, we check the physically of a suspension system. We check the any leakage, any damage of a spring, any leakage in shock absorber. We check the all joints, all nut and bolts. We push down one corner of the vehicle body and release the body and count the number of times the vehicle rebounds. If the body of the vehicle rebound 2 times or 3 times, then our shock absorbers are working perfectly. If they are rebound so many times, then our shock absorbers are weak. Then uh, then we have to replace the shock absorbers. Then leaking in shock absorber, check the physically by shock absorber. Check the sign of leakage. If any oily or wet surface, then we replace it. The replacing of coil spring. With the help of this type of puller, we can replace the coil spring of the shock absorber. Uh, when we use this type of puller, one thing we can keep in our mind: a compressed coil spring has tremendous amount of stored energy. Then we use so very carefully and under any supervision of expert person. This is the checking of ball joints. This is also inspection part of suspension system. This is the load carrier point and follower point. If we checking the ball joints, then we kept in our mind the any leakages, any play in the ball joint is not found. If the spring or on lower control arm jacks stand goes under the control arm. Uh, if spring up on upper control arm, jack stand goes under frame. This is a checking and inspection of the ball joints. This is the inspection of tie rod. The tie rod is the one is the basic component of the steering system. This is connect between the steering knuckle and the another end is connected to the steering. This helps to turn the wheel left or right. Okay. The if tie rod is connected, if any play is found, then we replace the uh, tie and rod. When the wheel side to side should be no play. If any play is found, then we replace the tie rod. Always grease all the points so our suspension system function properly and its life will increase. Thank you.